What particular developments have there been recently in the fintech space in Germany? So first of all, from an investment side, there have been large transactions going on, like the investment in N26 that Osborne Clarke also advised on. Then we have a concentration happening. So we have, for example, FinReach and Figo, which have been which are two big players in the B2B area in financial technologies, merging under the roof of FinLeap, who is a very famous company builder in Berlin. So there are a couple of major transactions going on in a way that has not been there in the German market before. What are the main assurances clients are looking forward when they're investing in fintech? Well, first of all, is the question of regulatory security. So they want to be sure that the business model the companies are working in is covered by the license or permit that they have to have, if they do not have a license, whether they require one. So that is something that we look into when we do a due diligence on the target, and making sure that either they have the proper license or they don't need a license to run their business in the fintech space. But we also have to be aware in those kinds of situations that companies are always pivoting, changing their business model, and then we have to see whether a license that they have eventually acquired is still fitting within the business model that they changed into, or the regulatory landscape is always changing. So the requirements for certain businesses, even if they stay the same, change, and we have to make sure that they still are in compliance. So that is the major aspect. Other than that is the typical due diligence aspects of technology, looking into IP, looking into IT, whether they have essentially all the rights to run the technology and whether the technology is proper. Those are the main aspects. The pace of investments that is being made in fintech is increasing significantly. If you look just at the numbers from the first quarter 2019 and 2018 and compare them, the volume quadrupled over this time. So it's skyrocketing. It's increasing very fast. That is also driven by large transactions, such as the investment in N26 in the beginning of the year. But it's also across the space, across the verticals is happening. So there will be a farther upside in investment volume coming up. I'm sure the trend will continue, even if we look at the fundraising, not just in fintech, but in other spaces. The fundraising is increasing, the volumes of investment is increasing. Alongside, there are more exits happening. There are more companies that are now developing into this sphere where an exit might be imminent. So this trend will definitely continue. What factors are influencing the adoption of financial technologies overall in the economy? I mean, you have to look into different business models. First, you have to B2C business models. There you have to look into how fast actually consumers are relying on the new players also who are in the financial technology industry, who are looking into offering services to those clients, and whether they are actually also relying on them to ensure that their money is safe, essentially to have them grow their money, to rather trust them than traditional banks that they used to trust them with their wealth and their investments. And the other side is, like, if you look at the B2B level, I think that is happening at an even faster pace, because all the banks, or all the major banks, are looking into new technologies, are looking into increasing efficiencies, are looking into being better equipped with, for example, data and information in the financial markets, but also to various interfaces, APIs to other players in the market that are coming up, for example, robo-advisors and other stuff. So in order to have a broader coverage, a broader product coverage, and that space is definitely evolving as well.